Hey guys, welcome to BDD with Cucumber training session in depth. So in today's session I will cover the complete BDD Cucumber tutorial from the scratch. You can learn like what is BDD, what is Cucumber, the advantage of Cucumber, what are the precondition required to start your journey in the Cucumber with Selenium, how you can develop some simple Cucumber framework from the scratch, add how you can create a features file, right? How you can create a step definition class, how you can create a runner class, how you can create multiple features file, multiple scenarios, right? How you can run all of them at the same time from the runner class. What is scenario outline and example? What are cucumber tags? What are cucumber hooks? What is tag hook in cucumber? How you can set the order or priority of cucumber hooks, what is cucumber report, and how you can generate HTML, JSON, XML and extend report, right? And how you can maintain backup of all generated extend report. So what is BDD? So as of now you already learned, right? In case you already followed my framework session, right? Primarily like the last two session, like we already covered what is the data driven framework, keyword driven framework and hybrid framework. So data driven is nothing but we will try to vary our execute our test case based on the different variety of the data. Keyword we will try to execute our test case based on the keyword or actions, and hybrid is nothing but a combination of keyword and data driven framework. So here BDD is nothing but the behavior driven development. So in behavior driven development or BDD, user write test first and then they will add application code. BDD gives user an opportunity to create test script from both the developer and customer perspective as well. So in the beginning, developer, project management, QA, user acceptance tester, and the product owner, and all the relevant stakeholder, right, can sit together, brainstorm, right, and identify which scenario need to be covered, what are the end-to-end scenario, right, should be executed to certify that your application or software is right working fine or as per the requirement. This way, everyone come up with a set of test scenario. All these test cases are in simple English language, so it serves the purpose of the documentation also. So in the keyword or hybrid or data-driven framework, right? Only tester used to create the framework from the scratch. But here, definitely tester primarily will be creating the framework from the scratch. But what is your baseline? Your baseline is scenario, right? Where in normal framework, so tester used to create the scenario only, like it will be maybe system testing scenario, system integration end to end, right? Any recursion tester used to do it. But here all the product stakeholder, it can be BA, it can be QA, it can be scrum master, project management, everyone, BA, right? Or maybe the developer, everybody will come together, will brainstorm, and then will come up with solution, right, of the scenario which need to be covered. So that is the way, right? Everyone can involve as part of your BDD framework development. So what are the features of BDD? First, you will be describing the behavior, right? Everyone will come down, right? And everyone will sort it out what are the scenario need to be covered. Then after your behavior described, right? Then you will be writing the step definition. And in case your code is not ready, your product is not ready, so immediately they will fail. Slowly your product will be ready, right? You will be writing the code to make those test cases fast, and finally your product is ready, your application is ready and working fine. Then you will be running your test cases. So what is the advantage of the BDD framework? So even your application is not fully developed, right? You can still start based on the scenario identified, based on the requirement. You can come up with the scenario and you can start developing a framework. So initial time, right, your application code is not ready, they will fail, but slowly, right, whenever code will be coming, right, in case there is no major defect, right, they will still going to the first status. So that is the way BDD you can start even your product development is not completed once the requirement is frozen. So here in the BDDs, we are shifting the focus from thinking in test to thinking in behavior. Collaboration between all the business stakeholder, business analyst, QA, developer, Scrum Master, product owner, etc. Driven by business value, it extends the test-driven development by utilizing natural language that non-technical stakeholder can understand easily. BDD frameworks such as Cucumber or JVM are the enabler, acting a bridge between the business and the technical language. BDD is very popular, can be utilized for unit level test cases and the UI level test cases. So I mean, so BDD is not only used for like the functional right testing or the UI testing. It can be also used in the API testing as well, right? Where you can use like REST assured, or you can use Haradhan framework, where you can use the BDD as well, the approach. So all kind of majority of the testing right nowadays can be covered with the help of the BDD framework. Um, the scenario are written based on the expected behavior of the software, and it is tested to check if it matches with the said scenario or the scenario or not. These scenarios are documented using a domain-specific language such as called Sharkin. In each test scenario, natural language construct constituting small English-like phrases are used to describe the behavior and expected outcome of an application. This is done using a dedicated software tool like Cucumber, which allows the execution of automated acceptance tests written in the jargon. So what is Cucumber all about? We already learned about the BDD, right? What is the BDD? Okay, the behavior driven development. So Cucumber is a tool which supports the BDD framework development. So Cucumber is a tool based on the BDD framework, which is used to write acceptance tests for the web application. It allows automation of functional validation in easily readable and understandable format like plain English to business analyst, developer and tester. That is the reason everyone can contribute. Okay, usually very plain and simple English language format. Okay, so Cucumber features file can serve as a good documentation as well for all document for all. There are many other tools like JBF which also support BDD framework. Initially, Cucumber was implemented in Ruby and then extended to Java framework. Both the tools, JVM and Cucumber, support native JUnit. Cucumber reads the code written in plain English or Jargon language in the features file. It finds the exact match of each step in the step definition class or the code file. The piece of the code to be executed can be different software framework like Selenium, Ruby, on Rail. Not every BDD framework will support every tool. This has become the reason for Cucumber popularity over the other framework like JBehav, JDev, EasyB, etc. So, which of the different software platform Cucumber support? Ruby on Rails, Selenium, Pico Container, Spring Framework, and Oetier at all. Oetier also. So, what are the advantage of Cucumber over the other tool? Cucumber support different programming language like Ruby, Java.NET. It acts as a bridge between the business and the technical language. User can accomplish this by creating a test cases in plain simple English format or the jargon language. It allows the test script to be written without knowledge of any code. It allows the involvement of non-programming as well. So you can understand slowly why, like all the stakeholders, including business owner, product owner, the project manager who does not have any coding language, they can still involve, they can still interact because no programming language only initially will be required, right? So that is the important thing. That is the reason all the stakeholders can interact. It serves the purpose of end-to-end test framework, unlike other tool. Due to simple test script architecture, Cucumber provides code usability. So what are the prerequisites required to start your journey with the BDD Cucumber? So first thing is that you need to install Java. Okay. So after Java is installed, you need to set the path for Java home and the path variable. You need to install the Eclipse. So this is the first two parameter. And here will be not be right kind of installing any kind of jar file. Here we will be using Maven project. So you no need to manually download any jar file, and definitely your relevant driver will be required in case you want to integrate Selenium. Okay. After that, once your Eclipse and Java is configuration is done, right, you can go to the Eclipse and you can download the Cucumber. So you can click here, help, new software, install new software, and here whatever path mentioned, right, for that Cucumber, you can simply give it that URL. Okay, after you give it here, right, automatically you could see Cucumber Eclipse plugin. If you select it, it will take some time, and you can click next and finish it. After that, you might need to for some accept criteria, you can accept it, and you can just restart your Eclipse. So Cucumber will be all set for your Eclipse. It's a one-time activity. Once Cucumber is installed, you no need to manually install it again and again. Just like that, like Maven, or maybe just like that TestNG. So it will be only one-time activity. So that will be associated to your Eclipse for all the project, because it will be associated for your Eclipse, so you no need to worry. So in case you create any kind of project, you can do it. Then here we will be not be creating any Java project. We'll be creating a Maven project. So what is Maven? Maven is a like kind of build or maybe dependency management tool. So why it is called dependency management tool? So whenever we'll be creating a Maven project, we will not manually download any kind of jar file. So what is the drawback in case manually download the jar file? So suppose today, right, you are working on Selenium 3. Okay. Tomorrow you can work with Selenium 4, like 5, like that. So what you need to do in case you are creating a Java project in the real time? So what you need to do? So you need to again write tomorrow Selenium upgrade to 4 and 5. So you need to download again 4 and 5, and then again you need to go to your project. You need to remove Selenium 3, and again you need to associate Selenium 4. So that is the way it will be kind of hectic work right down the line. Okay, instead of that, so we'll be using the Maven project where we will not manually download any kind of jar file. Instead of that, we'll be simply adding the dependency. Under the dependency section, automatically it will download the relevant jar file from the Maven repository and it will add your project. So tomorrow in case you need to, suppose instead of 3 you need to download the version 4, so automatically you can go to the Maven pom.xml file. So POM is nothing but the project object model here. Okay, Maven POM is project object model and a normal POM is page object model. So just try to understand the difference. Okay, so Maven POM is nothing but the Maven project object model. So you can go to the POM file and simply your just update the version number. So what will happen? It will remove the old version jar file and it will associate the new version jar file. So you need no need to do it. So Maven, right, Maven dependency will try to rectify all your thing. So now we'll try to create a Maven project. For how? So how we can create a Maven project? So you already see how to create a Java project, file, new, and Java project, right? Like that. But here we'll be creating a Maven project. So you can select here other. So in case you are using any Eclipse version, so automatically Maven will be added to your Eclipse. You don't need to manually install Maven. Automatically it will be Maven plugin will be automatically there to any Eclipse, right? 2020 onward version. Here you need to click on new, then here you can select other, and here you can type with Maven. Because I recently created Maven project, that is the reason it is coming, and you can enter. So automatically you could see Maven folder and then Maven module, check out Maven project from SCM or Maven project. So you can select here Maven project, you can click on next. Then you can select here create a simple project, skip archetype selection, otherwise it will take a lot of time. So better you can instead of you can go with that create simple project. Here you could see there is an option coming called group ID and artifact ID. So you need to understand what is group ID and what is artifact ID. So group ID will be your organization or your customer or your own specifier, right? So in case you are working for organization A, so every time when anyone is working creating a Maven project, their group ID will be always their organization specifier. Suppose say in case I am creating the project, so I used to always give my YouTube name like Haradhan automation library. So always I can understand, right, like I have created this, right? This is my organization specifier, this is group ID, and artifact ID is nothing but your project name. Just similar way you are creating the Java project, you are giving the project name. So here I used to give my unique identifier. Okay, I can something that cucumber training April 23 batch. Okay, so version will be 0.01 snapshot and package will be jar file. You can click on finish. So it will take couple of seconds time to have your project. So you could see now cucumber training project April 23 batch, and you could see automatically some of the folder is getting created here. SRC main Java, SRC main resources, SRC test Java, SRC test resources, and there's a option coming called pom.xml. Right here you could see automatically Java is added to your project. In case you are creating a Maven project, so your Java related thing will be automatically added. So definitely by default, right? So you no need to manually add it. So what you need to do, you need to simply open the pom.xml file, and here you could see the project name where the reference is coming from the Maven, Apache Maven, right? This is the model version, this is your group ID, this is the artifact ID, and this is the version 0.0.1 snapshot. After the version before the project, you can press enter, and here you can start something called tag called dependencies. Okay, if you select dependencies, automatically that end tag also will be displayed, and here within the dependency we need to add all the relevant dependency for now. So what are the dependencies we need to add? I have mentioned here Cucumber Java, Cucumber Core, Cucumber JUnit, Cucumber Pico Container, Cucumber Jarkin for now. Okay, and slowly in case you want to integrate other reporting, you can understand that what are the other dependencies also need to add it. So first I will be adding Cucumber hyphen Java. So from where you can get the dependency, you can get the dependency from the maven repository.com, right? Maven repository.com, you can simply open it, right? This is the maven repository.com, and here you can type with Cucumber Java and you can click on search. So your Cucumber Java JVM, it will be displayed here. So please note, right? No, do not select anything from info.cuc. This was the older version. Later version is io.cucumber is the new version. So you need to select that one, io.cucumber package, Cucumber JVM Java, and you can select any version. So say I will be going with any version, maybe 7.11 or maybe 7.11.1. This is the version came in 2013. So you could see that is the part is coming here. So this is the Maven dependency. In case you are using Gradle project, you need to select that one, right? You are in case you are using IVI, if so you need to select that one. We are using Maven project here, so we will simply copy it and paste it here under the dependencies tag. So this is the Cucumber Java added. Next, Cucumber Core. So again you can go here and you can type Cucumber Core. Okay, and so same version you need to do it. So Cucumber JVM, sorry, Cucumber Core was there, right? Added Cucumber Java, added Cucumber Core. Again it will be some io.cucumber. So which version we have taken? 7.11.1. Make sure that you are taking the same version, otherwise it will create some problem. So that's the second dependency. That is the second dependency you need to add in the maven form.xml file. Then third dependency is Cucumber JUnit, because here we will be using JUnit, not the testng. So we will be using JUnit runner class. So I will be going here again. So again typing Cucumber JUnit. So as automatically installed, that is the reason is coming here. I already used them. So Cucumber JUnit. Yeah. So it will be again io.cucumber. So 7.11.1 I can use. So again it will be, I can simply copy it and paste it on the dependencies, and then I can go for the fourth one, Cucumber Pico Container. So I will be going here, I will be typing Cucumber Pico Container. So io.cucumber, not the info.cuc, 7.11.1. I can copy it, I can paste it here, and last one I need to go is Cucumber Jarkin. io.cucumber, always be remember 7.11.1. it came this year, January 2023, and I will simply copy it and I will paste it. So once all the dependencies added, 5 dependency, we need to press Ctrl S, save. So you could see it is building your workspace. It will try to download all the relevant jar file to the project. You don't need to manually download it and add it. It will automatically try to download it, right? Once you download it successful, please go refresh the project. It might take couple of seconds time, and you could see there is a maven dependency, that particular folder got added If you expand it, you could able to see Cucumber Java, Cucumber Core, Gherkin, all the relevant dependency whatever you have given here. Hardmesh Core, Cucumber Pico Container, Cucumber Gherkin already added. All the relevant jar file to add it to your project. So that is done. So that is the way you could see how easily, right, you can just give the right dependency and you can update it. So tomorrow suppose in case you need to change it to 7.12, so you can simply update it here, because remaining theme does not change much, only the version number change. So automatically what it will do, it will remove 7.11.1 jar file from your project and it will download the latest 7.12 jar file. So that is the way, right? You can easily create a Maven project. You can add all the dependency in the Maven form.xml file, and then right automatically all your relevant jar file will be added to your project. You know your no manual intervention will be required to download them, to add them manually. So that is the beauty of the Maven project for the long run. Then what we will do, first we will be creating the features file, right, then the step definition class, and then the runner class. So what is features file? So Cucumber framework mainly consists of three major parts: features file, step definition, and runner class. So once you get the business requirement, it will be form of the functional story or the user story like that. After that, all the respective stakeholder will brainstorm and they will come up with the features. So in features, there will be given, when, then, and, or condition in Cucumber. So what is given? Given is nothing but the precondition. Okay, given is nothing but the precondition. Suppose in case you want to execute certain step, right? But you should open your browser, you should open launch the web page like that. After that, once your precondition is there, then you will be using when. When is nothing but the step to reproduce your whatever steps or performing action you are performing, that will be your when, and then is nothing but the test result or the outcome is then. And you every given when and then you can associate with and or. And mean multiple condition, or means either that or like that. So a standalone unit or a single functionality such as login for a project can be called a feature. Each of these feature will have scenario that must be tested using Selenium integrated with Cucumber. A file that stores data about features, their description, and the scenario to be tested is called a features file. Okay. Now we'll try to create a features file here. After the features file is created, then you need to write a step definition file in Java, right? So that whatever features you are given on, then that need to be associated with some step definition class while you'll be writing your step to execute. And then you'll be creating a runner class. Why runner class required? So suppose say today there's one feature you can run in manually from the features level. But in case you are having 100 features, then how can you associate, right? How can you integrate or how you can run 100 features at the same time? So that is not possible from the features level. That is the reason we require another class, and through the runner class and JUnit run test will be running all our features file. So I'll go to the project. So generally in the Maven project, src test java, that is the folder structure used to write all our code. So first I'll be creating a free package, right? One is something called features, where I'll be creating all my features file. Then I'll be creating one more package for steps, and one for runners. Okay. Then I will go to the features and I will try to add some features file. So suppose say I need to go to the Google page. I need to search something called Selenium tutorial. Okay. And I need to hit enter. So what is my expected result? All the Selenium tutorial level content will be displayed. So that is my simple step. Okay, I want to convert it into the through the features file. So that is simple scenario I'll be writing. I want to develop. I want to execute. Right? So I will try to create a features file for the Google page. So I can go to the features and I can right click here. I can click new and I can click a file. And here I can give something called Google dot feature. So extension should be always feature, feature. Name anything you can give it, but extension should be always dot feature. Okay. So your features file created. You just double click here and you need to write a feature, right? So in Cucumber you will be writing first feature, right? Then within the feature you can write n number of scenario, and then you need to write as surround with given, when, and then. So what is my feature? So here as per my feature you want to write search in the Google homepage. So that is the thing you can write, FEATURE. You need to give colon and you can give the feature name. So search in Google homepage. Then within the features you can have n number of scenario. Okay, I will be using scenario. Exact what you need to give it, and name, scenario name description you can give anything, but feature, scenario, given, when, then exact what you need to use it. So I want to search something called Selenium tutorial. So search Selenium tutorial. Then given, that is my precondition. So what is my precondition if I want to search Selenium tutorial? So right, Google page should be open, right? Google page should be open. Browser all this stuff will be there. I can add it all the steps. So Google page should be open, and I can give another condition using and. So that is my another precondition. So I can use and Google page open, and this search text box should be displayed and should be displayed and enabled, so that I can enter something and I can hit enter button, then the element result will be displayed. Search text box is present and enable. So that is my given two part done. Then when user search with keyword, what keyword I will be using? I will be using Selenium tutorial, that keyword, right? Keyword. And another step you need to execute and press enter, right, button, or hit enter button. Then what happen? Then what will happen? Then all courses related to Selenium tutorial will be displayed. Okay, you could see. So are you able to understand, right, how easily we can write it out, and why all the relevant stakeholder can contribute, brainstorm, and come up with the scenario? Because this is very plain and simple English language format. So everybody can understand, give you some suggestion, right? This is the scenario I need to cover, so that like your validation will be completed like that, so that even product owner also can give some knowledge, right? This is the critical scenario and this is the step like that, right? This is my precondition and this is the step to execute, reproduce, and this is the outcome. Okay, and this is the features and scenario. You can give a number of scenario under the features. So that is the way simply you'll be writing your kind of features in the simple format, feature, scenario, and then given, when, then, and you can have and or in the given, when, and then condition. So feature is nothing but your objective, right? And scenario means, right, within the objective you can have n number of validation, permutation, combination, positive, negative, like that. So for every scenario we will be having some precondition, then your step to reproduce, and your outcome or test result. Okay, so that is the way you will be writing the features. Then I can simply run the features file. So what I need to do, right click here, go to the run configuration. Okay, you can and select any of the Google features. So automatically your new features will be coming, something like that. Okay, new configuration will be coming, or I think, yeah, new launch configuration prototype, you can also launch it, right? So that will be there, and you need to browse your project. So which project you need to select it. So what, this is my project I have created today, and you need to also give the path of the source file, right? So you need to give the path of your source file. So what is your source file? So what is the project you have created? You have created the project called Cucumber Training April 23 patch. Then you need to go here, right? src test Java, src test Java, and then features. Within the features you could see Google feature. You need to select it and you need to apply, save. Okay, and then you need to click on run. So your new configuration 4 will try to run your features, and you could immediately see, right, your feature is trying to execute, but lot of problem is coming. There are 5 steps, 1 2 3 4 5, 4 skipped, 1 undefined, not a single step executed. Why? Right, because these are the different missing thing. These are the method you need to create, but this is missing. As of now you do not define any step definition class. So you need to define your step for now. Okay, so this is called step definition. Now that features are written in the features file, the code for this related scenario has to be run to know which batch of code need to be run for a given scenario. Step definition come into the pictures. A step definition file store the mapping data between each step of a scenario defined in the features file and the code to be executed. Step definition can use both Java and Selenium command for the Java function written to map a features file to the code. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to copy it from here, and whatever, right, error is throwing, you can copy all the method whatever you need to create. You can go to the steps package, you can right click here, you can create a class. So steps, step definition. Okay, no need to select public static void main, finish simply, and you can just paste it. So 5 right thing you need to do it, and after that you need to remove those part, right, wherever throw part is there, you no need to keep it, you can remove those part. Okay, method name and given part will be there, you can remove those part for all the method. No bracket please. Okay, this is the part I am removing, and you could see still some error messages there, because given, when, then, that particular class different class not able to understand, because those are the kind of syntax coming from the cucumber. So you need to import given, which is coming from the io.cucumber.java.en. So given error gone, then you need to go with the when, right, then we need to go with the then, so that error message will be solved. Now your all for the all the relevant steps you have associated the step definition class. So you did not implement those steps, that is fine. You did not enter any body here, that is fine. You can give it anything also. Suppose say if you want to enter something, you can give it, right? So you can add your code also. I will slowly let you know. Google page, like open. You can give some body. Similarly, all the steps you can give it as and when required. Now, if you go to the Google picture, if you right click here, you can run as cucumber configuration. New configuration setting was already there. You can run it. You could see now your all the cucumber steps able to correlate the step definition relevant part, and that is the reason you could able to see here scenario executed. Scenario which is coming from the Google.feature and line number 3. This is the scenario, right? 3. And now your Google page open, that is the output I have given here for the relevant steps, right? So that particular method is being called here, Google page open. So which method is it is associated? It is associated in the step package, step definition class, and method name is Google page open. That is the method it is associated. Similar way, the next one, search text box. So that is the method associated, search text box, right? That is the method associated. Similar way, all your 5 steps associated with 5 different methods, whatever you defined in the step definition class. So one scenario passed, 5 step passed, and total number of seconds, right? 204 millisecond. That is the way. Now still I'm not able to generate any kind of report, right? I'm not able to see how many features run, all this stuff. And in case I need to create multiple features, it is not possible for me to run them all, because I can run the only one feature at the same time. So what you need to do, you need to create another class now. So we have already created a package called runners. So what is runner class all about? So to run the test, user needs a test runner file, which is a JUnit test runner class containing the step definition location and the other primary metadata required to run the test. To run test runner file, you need to use @run with annotation from JUnit for executing the test. It also uses @cucumber option annotation to define the location of the features file, step definition and reporting integration, etc. So what we will do? I will go to the runner. I will right click here. I will create a class called test runner. Okay, no need to select public static void main. So I will be creating that called test runner. Okay. So here it's already there, and you need to map it. So what I will do, I will go with @run with. Okay, it is coming from org.junit.runner, and here you need to give some bracket. You need to use cucumber.class. It is coming from the i.cucumber.junit. So these two package got imported. Run with done. Then we need to use @cucumber option. Cucumber option, it is coming from io.junit part, and here you need to give some bracket. And here you need to associate your features file and your other part, right? So I will be using syntax called features equal to, you need to give the path of the features file. So where it is placed, this is placed at the src test java src slash test slash java, because that is the project location. You don't worry about that, because that is the project, this folder is there, that is the understand. Dot package name. What is the package name? Features, features. So src slash test slash java features, you need to end with bracket, and in this part you need to end with double quote. Okay, then you need to give some comma. Other part I will explain slowly, you no need to worry. Then you need to use something called glue equal to the package name of the step definition class, that is called steps. So again you need to give first bracket and within the double quote, right, the package name steps, exact package name which is steps. Then you need to use plugin equal to pretty, that is the thing I will be explaining down the line. pretty, exact name you need to give, and then I need to use monochrome equal to true, otherwise some not beautiful report not generated. Now this is done. Features is nothing the path of the features file. So src test java, then the feature slash. Then glue is nothing but your step definition class, where you are keeping all your steps, associated steps. Plugin equal to pretty, that is standard. Monochrome equal to true, and at the end you need to give comma, right? So using the cucumber option, this part you need to give it. So it will be before the class run with and cucumber option. Now you can right click here, and whenever you are trying to run as, you could be seeing option called JUnit test, and you can just simply okay click. Let's see whether it's running or not. You could see it run, right here. You could see run 1 of 1. Now if you expand it, right, you could able to see this is search in Google homepage. So what is this? This is nothing but your features. If you expand it, you could able to see your scenario, search Selenium tutorial. So that is the way. Still you could able to see that whether your feature is fast, fail or not, like that. But yeah, we'll be generating reports slowly down the line, different kind of report, HTML, XML, and even extend report as well. And you can then slowly understand how you can create multiple packages, multiple features file like that, and how you can associate different report. Okay, I will take a pause, guys. As of now, any questions so far? Any understanding issue? Any doubt? Anyone? good. Okay, cool. Hmm. Then next, what we'll do, I will try to create one more features, okay, into the same features file. Okay. So here, as of now, in the Google page, I am trying to search with Selenium tutorial, and I can search something called Java tutorial as well, right? So that part, so all the relevant information Java tutorial will come. So what I'll go do, I'll go to the Google features. So features will be still same, and you can just go with the scenario, different scenario, right? So scenario is search Java tutorial. So your first two step will be still common, right? There will be no change. Okay. So here you need to change with Java, and here also relevant Java related part will be coming. And I can create one more scenario, right, in the same page. So so I am learning Selenium, I am learning Java, I am also not need to learn Cucumber. Okay. So other step will be still common here. So what you need to do is Cucumber and Cucumber. And now I can save my code, and I can now try to run it as a step, because I need to understand how many step is not defined. So you could see again after running it, right? Not this one. I need to select that relevant, because otherwise it is selected other one. So this is my new configuration 4, that is the thing selected. So if you run it here, so you could able to see, right, these are the step associated, but for this step couple of step, right, Java, this there is no step defined. That is the reason those are getting problem. Okay. So couple of step is not defined, so that is the reason it is coming here. It is giving you suggestion that what are the step not defined. Okay, that is the beauty, right? You no need to worry about anything, it will be giving you the result. Okay, again I can go here and I can simply import those part. I can remove those steps for now. So it is giving me the suggestion that what are the step is not defined. So you can simply copy those code and define it here, then you can later point of time you can write your associated step. Now it is saved. Now again if I want to run it from the test runner, right, so what will happen, it will pass all the test case. You could see now 3 out of 3 pass. So why 3? Because I have 3 scenario. So it will be driven by scenario, that is my feature. And in the here in the feature itself, you could see search Selenium tutorial, search Java tutorial, search Cucumber tutorial, and you could see the output here, right? For each and every steps that relevant step definition class and features class also associated. These 3 scenario got executed. So that is the way you can have the multiple scenario in the same features file. The next question sometime come, right? Here some of the steps are common as the precondition. Here this step is common, this step is common. So in case you need to have n number of steps, right, every time you need to launch your browser, every time you need to maximize your browser, every time you need to or launch the URL, every time you need to give the password, so that home page will be coming. After the home page is come, you can do the n number of transaction. So till the home page part, it might be common for most of the cases. So is it fine to proceed with the write the same step, repeat again and again and again? No, it is not recommended, right? You know, because in case something tomorrow I need to change it, instead of open one, so everywhere you need to change it manually. Instead of that, what I will do, I will just create a background for the common step as part of the precondition, but not for the post condition cannot be done, but for the precondition part primarily is done, which is called background. So most of the time user will find that several scenario in the same feature start with a common context. Cucumber provides a mechanism for this by providing a background keyword where user can specify steps that should be run before each scenario in the feature. So a background is much like a scenario containing a number of steps, but it runs before each and every scenario where for a features in which it is defined. So just I have mentioned, right, the steps like opening the browser, maximizing, launching the page URL, go with your user ID password, and click on the login button, navigating to the home page. So that are the stuff here. These are the stuff is common. So what I can do, I after the picture I can use something called background. Exact name you need to use, and here you need to copy paste this line. So this will be common for all your test cases. Okay. Now this step I can remove it from the other relevant test case for the common. So that is the way, right? In case update is my required, I will update on the background. So remaining step will be automatically right associated. No, you need to worry. Now if you go to the test runner class, there will be no impact at all, because what I did, common step, I have created a background, and wherever common step is there, I am removed. But as and when I have defined the background, every scenario, it will first execute the background step. After the remaining step will be executed, so there will be no change at all. But here my code is more simpler. In case my 100 scenario, so right, it will like reduce the 200 steps or 200 given when then all this stuff you could see it is still executing all your test cases, right? Google home page open, search text box for the third scenario, second and first also, right? There will be no change at all. So that background is nothing. In case you need to go with the similar steps as the precondition, so you can write in the background at the remaining scenario level. You no need to manually mention it, so that tomorrow I need to change it only here, right? I will update it only here. Automatically all your test case will be getting impacted. That is the beauty of the background in Cucumber. The next is scenario outline and example. So what I'll do, right, I will try to create a scenario. I will just try to say open the other page, Facebook page. I want to open the Facebook like URL, and I want to check whether the I have suppose say 5 different credential. I want to check whether like clicking entering the email ID password for combination 1 2 3 4 5 like that, clicking on the login, whether my login is successful or not unsuccessful. That is the combination I want to do. So same scenario I am repeating, all is same, exactly same, but my difference is only the data to data point, email and password means value, data value. So what I'll be doing, because I instead of repeating, right, so that I'll be maybe 10 scenario, I'll be creating one scenario where I'll vary the username and password field. So that is the reason, right, you can use scenario outline. So scenario includes all the possible circumstances of the features and test script for these circumstances. The keyword scenario represents a scenario in Jarkin language. One feature can have multiple scenarios, and each scenario consists of one or more steps. Cucumber scenario outline in Jarkin based on Jarkin reference. The scenario outline keyword can be used to repeat the same step with different values or argument being passed to the step definition. This is helpful if user want to test multiple arguments in the same scenario. When to test scenario outline, user want their scenario outline to describe behavior or example that are important to the business, not detail every boundary of test case. Adding too many rows simply creates more work and obscure where the value is to the business. So in case you are using scenario outline, so you need to also use examples where you will be adding all your data variation. So you need to use pipe symbol. So your first row will be your data, or maybe your argument or the field you want to interact, and after that your next line onward it will be your data. Okay, so in case you are having 10 line, so first line will be your header and second line onward it will be your data. So I'll be creating one more features file called Facebook feature. Extension should be always exactly dot feature. You name and you can give any name. So what I'll be doing, so similar way I'll be creating like a feature and then scenario, right? So feature, so I can copy maybe that part. Okay, let's remove the background and let's keep this part here. Okay, so what is my feature? Feature is like Facebook login. Okay, that is my high level feature. And scenario, instead of scenario it will be scenario outline. So that same scenario can be executed with multiple variety of the data. Outline. So what is my scenario that I want to repeat? To check the login functionality for Facebook page with different using different login credentials. Okay, so that I want to check it. So what I'll be using, given user or maybe the Facebook homepage open, right? So that is my precondition, Facebook homepage open. When enter user enter that I want to enter in the email field, right? Anything. So that part you need to give what you value you want to enter as a that sign. So you can give uname, that is the argument, uname. When user enter uname as username and password as password and click on login button, right? Okay, then what happened, login should be successful or unsuccessful, right? Then login should be, here you can again give it data driven part, right? Status successful or unsuccessful for Facebook homepage. Okay, so I have now I have three different data which I need to, right, use it, because I want to use scenario outline, so that same scenario will be executed multiple times. So here you need to go with examples, exam ples colon examples, no examples, exam ples, yeah. So here you need to use 5 separated. Okay, that is the 5 separated, and here you need to give that field. Okay, and this is the field, that is my header. So exactly you need to give that one. So that is my header 5, and then next one is, that is my header, and then that is my header. So that is first one will be a header. So suppose now I want to have 3 different scenario. Okay, so what I will be doing, again it will be like that. So say username 1, here 1, say unsuccessful. Okay, so like that you can do it, so you can match with that. So I am just using dummy, so might be unsuccessful. In case you was using valid, so it can be successful. So that is the thing, you can use it. So I want to run with 3 different combination for username 2, password 2 also. It will be also successful because it's a dummy. Username 3, password 3 also unsuccessful. In real time you can test it whenever it's successful. So that is the way. So same scenario I want to repeat it with 3 different variety of the data. So instead of scenario I will be using scenario outline. As and when you will be using scenario outline, you need to use examples. Here you need to have first row as your, right, header for the field whatever you want to vary, and this is your vary 3 different data. Now you can save it, control S, right? You can run it from here also. So you can go run as cucumber run configuration. So what is this, your what we have selected, configuration 4. Now you could see feature, instead of Google picture I need to change with, right, the Facebook picture. Now you can apply and run it. So what will happen, it will be not a single scenario, it will be 3 scenario. So though it is scenario single, but based on the different variety of the data, it will be treated as 3 scenario. Now you could see some error coming, right? You could see 3 scenario got executed. So for the first one, automatically you could see username 1 and password 1 you had taken from the first row. So second scenario, again the same feature, same scenario executed, but username 2 and password 2, it's got driven here. And for the third scenario, it should be taken the username 3 and password 3. You could see that is taken. So you could see how Cucumber easily, right, do the data driven testing. Now you could see the error message is coming. Definitely this couple of steps will be undefined, so you can copy your steps here, and you can create other class, step definition class, or you can also go in the same definition class, not be a problem. Okay. So same way again I will be removing those part. So 3 is done, and yeah. So yeah, all the step has been defined for both the features file. Now I can save it, and I can go again to the Facebook feature. I can try to run as an individual level. Okay, run configuration 4. So you could see now result, right? All the scenario get executed and all are mapped with the step definition method, class method. So now if you go down, 3 scenario got executed, 3 scenario passed, 9 step executed, 9 passed. So that is the way you can add n number of features file, n number of scenario in case you want to write execute same scenario again and again and again multiple times, right, with different variety of the data. You can use scenario outline instead of scenario. Now I can go to the test runner class, and I can simply try to run as JUnit test. So it will try to execute all the features file at the same time. That is the beauty of the runner class. Instead of running it one, you could see 6 out of 6 is run. Now if you expand it, right, it will first show you the 2 features. Facebook login, that is the one feature, and search in Google homepage, one feature. If you expand it, other scenario will be executed. If you expand it also, so all the scenario will be executed. So that is the way, right? You can have n number of features file, and you can have n number of scenario. You can run, you can add your the step definition, you can run them with the help of right JUnit runner class. Okay, that is the way it can be synced up. Okay, I will take a pause, guys. Any questions? Okay, then as of now we already understand, right, how to create feature, how to get multiple features, how to have multiple scenario in the single features, how to execute a kind of single scenario a number of times with different variety of the data, right, how to run them all the scenario at the same time with the help of the runner class, and how we can like associate the step in the step definition class, and how it use the background for the common step. So in the test engine you already run, right? So in case you are having n number of 100 test cases, but 100 test cases will not cover always, right, all the right, always like smoke integration, all this stuff. Some of the test cases can be for the integration, some is for smoke, some for other stuff also, right, end to end, like all this stuff. So how you can execute or filter out your execution, so that is also was there, right, with the help of group concept was there. You can group the test case. So similar in the Cucumber, there's options available called tag. So it might look very simple when user have 1, 2 or maybe 5 scenario in the features file. However, in real time does not happen. Each features under test may have 10, 20 or more number of scenario in the features file. And they may represent different purpose. It can be smoke, integration, end-to-end, UAT, regression, all this set. Testing type, different perspective, developer, BA, QA, different status, ready for execution, work in progress, defect fixes, close, etc. So Cucumber has already provided a way to organize user scenario execution by using tag in features file. User can define each scenario with useful tag. Later in the runner class, they can decide which specified tag they want to execute it. So tag should be start with @sign, and you can give it any number of time. Okay. So once the tag is defined, then you can also execute the stack based on the execution tag. Suppose there are 2 or more scenarios in the features file, user want to execute only one scenario as part of the mock test. So first thing is to identify that scenario, and second is to tag with @mock test. at the beginning of the scenario. There is no limit to define the tag. You can have n number of tag for a scenario, and you can also add your tag at the features level as well. But in case you are using at the features level, so what we will do, automatically all your scenario will be right, use that tag. So what I will do, suppose say this is my Facebook picture, so I feature level I can add the tag. So all my Facebook thing will be tag called end to end as well as at the rate regression, like that. So that is the tag I have used. And I can save it. I can go to the other features file, and scenario level I can use the tag. So say here it will be smoke, right, and the second scenario it will be regression as well as in smoke, and last one will be your kind of integration, say. Okay, that is the way you have defined the tag. Now how you can filter about your execution with the help of the tag, so that question will come. Okay, so in case you are defined the feature level, so all your scenario will be taken the tag by default. So let's see. So you need to go in the that runner class. Here you need to give comma after the glue, and you need to use something called tags. Here you need to give the tag equal to bracket, and here within the double quote you need to give the tag name. Suppose say I want to execute something called regression tag. Oh. And the comma. So you need to give at the rate sign also. So whatever at the regression tag is there in all the features file, it will filter out. So regression tag is only one test case in the first features file, and in the Facebook all the test case. So now if you try to execute, so instead of 6 scenario, only 4 scenario will be executed. Okay, you could see 4 scenario. So from the Facebook, all 3 scenario will be executed. You could see all the 3, sorry, here all the 3, and from the Java tutorial. So why it is Java tutorial? Because for the Java tutorial only that tag regression is available. Okay. So next is like you can use and or not also for the tag. Okay. So in case you don't want to execute only all the parts, so you can use simply not. Okay. So what I'll be using, so that I don't want to execute anything wherever regression is there. So the remaining thing I want to execute. So simply I will be using here not, right. So wherever not is there, it will not be executed. Remaining 2 test cases will be executed. Scenario will be executed. You could see 2 scenario wherever not is sorry, that regression is not present. So that is the way you can do it. Okay. Next is like in case you want to give some and or, you can also do it. So here you can use and, right, regression and smoke. So only one test case will be executed because only this flag is available, right? Only common is. Now let's try to do it. And means both condition is meet only. So only one test case will be executed, one scenario, right? What scenario is Java tutorial, because here only both the tag is available for only one scenario. In case you are using or, so either any tag is available, it will be executed. So you can use simply or. So like you can give the exact tag name. In case you don't want to execute any relevant tag name, you can use not. You can use multiple tag combination also. So here all 5 will be executed wherever your regression on the smoke is available. I think only one scenario that smoke or regression is not available, which is the integration is available. That is the reason it is not getting executed. So you can use and or not or the exact tab name to execute your test cases based on the filter criteria. So that like in case you are having 105 in a test case, but you want to execute only based on your smoke, so there may be 5 or test cases will be identified, integrated, UAT wherever 100 test cases, end to end 100 test cases. That is the way you can differentiate. And you can differentiate based on the application, right? So that you have about 10 application, so your 500 test cases may be right covered with all the application. So maybe in case your application name might 100 covered 100 scenario, application B 50, application C like 100, like that. So that everything give also application name. And suppose your application apart from one application, all application got impacted, so you can use not that, so that remaining application will be executed. So that is the way you can use that tag. The next one is hooks. So what is hook? So hooks is nothing, right? Suppose say in case you are having some precondition or the post condition, right, for all your scenarios. So those are the common step you can add as part of your hook. So multiple preconditions are required at the start of the test execution for most of the time, right? For setting up the WebDriver, browser setting up cookies, right? Navigating to specified URL, etc. So similarly, some step must be performed after executing the test scenario, like quitting the driver, clearing browser cookies, generating report, etc. Such cases can be easily handled using one particular type of cucumber annotations called cucumber hooks. So cucumber hooks are nothing but the block of code that runs before and after every scenario based on the filter criteria definitely. It can be defined anywhere in project or step definition layer using the method called before or after. This is the only two annotation available cucumber called before or after. In the testing you already see, right? Before shoot, after shoot, before test, after test, before class, after class, but here only before and only after is available. So cucumber hooks annotation allows user to manage better code workflow and help in reducing code redundancy. Cucumber hooks are used in a situation where precondition or the prerequisite step before testing any scenario is performed. User might have you already seen, right, the different test and hook, but here you will be having only two hooks, before hook and after hook. So let's try to copy those hook here. I will not be writing it, so I'll be simply going here and I'll be trying to copy it. These two hooks. So what will happen? So for all the scenario, these two hook will be executed. You can just simply add those hook in the step definition class. Okay, so that part I can remove it. So I need to import those before and after hook from the io.cucumber.java, because those are the hook coming from the cucumber. So now if you write before hook is setup method, so you can have all your WebDriver method setup, like clear cookies, implicit timeout, and the opening the browser. And after hook you can write clear all the cookies again. You can quit the browsers in the real time. So what it will be happen now if you try to execute based on the runner class. So regression of the smoke. So 5 scenario will be executed. But if you just go to the output, right, you could able to see those hooks will be always executed. Before will be before the test and after will be after the test. So how you could understand here, you could see here before the test, starting the test, right, and closing the test. For every scenario it will be executed, right, starting the test and after the test. So in case you are having some step, that will be also executed. So common thing you want to associate at the hooks, so that every time it will be executed for every scenario based on the filter criteria. Okay, so that is the called hooks concept. Now next will be tagged hook. As of now you already know about the tags, smoke, sanity, right, your end-to-end UAT like that. So what is tagged hooks? Maybe suppose say in case you want to execute like say mock testing. So your environment you will be different. Your environment UL might be different. User credential will be might be different. In case UAT your environment different. Username password will be different. In case you want to do the end-to-end your username, step will be same, but your user, right, your URL and the username credential might be different. So that is the reason, right, you can use some tagged hook. So tagged hooks are basically the problem solver when user need to perform different before and after actions for different scenario. To explain a simpler way, think user have 5 different tag like sanity, regression, integration, UAT, end-to-end like that, which need to be tested with different URL. This is where tagged hooks helps user to achieve that. Now user will create the hooks file and define the tag hook in it. This can be done using the before and after hook, and you will be implementing that tag hook. So I can simply comment out those two part. For now, first before and after, I'll be simply go and add block comment, and I'll be copying it here, the tag hook. Okay, so I need to see whether that those tag are present or not. Smoke at the red smoke is available for 2 scenario, and also integration also available. I think so. Integration also available for 4 scenario. Okay, or maybe you can go integration 1 scenario. Okay, so smoke is 2 scenario, here 1 and 1, and integration 1 scenario. Now let's try to already define here. Okay, and then try to run it, and let's see the differences. So based on the tag name, sorry, here I can give it integration. So based on the tag, only 2 test cases will be executed here, 5 test cases, but let's give it integration or smoke. So 3 test cases will be executed, and let's see the differences after execution. So 3 test case executed. So here you could see the first one, smoke tag is there. So as and when smoke tag is available, so it will try to call that smoke tag hook before and after. So you could see this will be executed before any smoke test case, that body is executing, and after any smoke test case, right? And the second scenario, again smoke and regression smoke is matching, so again it will call the same thing, right? Before any smoke and after any smoke. And the next scenario, where integration tag is available, so it will try to call the tagged hook which is related to integration. So here you could see here, right, this will be executed before any integration test, that is the body, and after integration, that is the body. So that is the way, right, it will call the relevant, right, for the tagged hook. Okay, so hook is before and after, so before and after can be anything, but it should be different, right, either with tagged, because you already see method overloading, right? Same method can have it, but it should be different signature, or right, different number of parameters, all this stuff. Similar way, that is the way you can using before and after hook, which is tagged hook. Hooks along with tags. The last one related to the hooks will be is called setting order or priority of the cucumber hooks. In case suppose say you are having one hook before, which is for only launching the web browser, because web browser will be always common, and another before you want to execute, maybe for the launch, after launching the URL and for the login credential password setup. So that is also might be common for some of the test cases, but that might vary, right, based on your tagged hook. Maybe your environment might be differences. So that is the way you can, right, create multiple before and after, but your order will be different. You need to give some order. So before will be executed based on the alphabetical, sorry, based on the numeric ascending order, means like lower to higher before, but for the after hook it will be from higher to lower. So in case you are having 3, so 5 4 3 2 0 1, like 1 0, like that. For the before hook it will be 0 1 2 3 4 5. So in case user already worked on test-ng, there must be similar the priority of the test case and the execution order. Similarly, cucumber hooks can also be executed as per the order, right? So before and after hook also it can be order. So before hook it will be alphabetical, like lower to higher, whereas the after hook will be alphabetical higher to lower. Now let's copy this code here, already mentioned. Just paste it here. Okay, now go to the test runner and try to execute it. So all your test cases hook will be there, but before and after hook will be executed. So you could see here scenario, this will be executed before hook, right? That part is executed first, and this will be executed second before, right? That is executed. Sorry, that is before hook is executed one, because 0 and 1 order. But for the after hook, it will be 1 first and then 0. Okay, so 1, which is 1, that is the 1 after first, and 0 is executed second, right, after second. So that is the way for every scenario, those two hooks before after will be executed, but your for the before hook it will be, right, ascending order, like lowest to highest. For the after hook it will be highest to lowest. So that is the way you can use the tagged hook in cucumber. Sorry, not tag hook, you can use multiple hooks and you can set the priority in the hooks. Okay, it is called setting order or priority of the cucumber hook. I will take a pause, guys, again, because then last reporting will be covered. Any questions? Anyone? Okay, cool. And the last is like all the reporting type. I will show you how to generate beautiful report for the cucumber BDD. So reporting is like really required for any kind of testing. In case you are doing API testing, mobile automation, or UI automation with any tool, or the functional testing, right? system integration or end-to-end. So you need to definitely publish report, right? Otherwise stakeholder will not able to know, right, that how many test case pass fail. They will not able to validate all your Jira or Rallyo, right, or maybe the DBA or all this stuff, or maybe ALM daily basis. They want to just some beautiful report to generate. They can understand how many pass step fast fail, right, how many things, right, executed or not, like that. Overall statistics, how many scenario, how many features, how many steps executed, what is the problem, all this stuff. Okay. So during test execution, either manual or automation, it's always required to understand the output of the execution. The execution output should display in specific format, which immediately depicts the overall result of the execution. Hence, like tester or framework also should have the same capability to create output or generate test execution report. It is essential to know how better user can generate Cucumber test report. As Cucumber is a BDD framework, it does not have any fancy reporting mechanism. In order to achieve this, Cucumber itself has provided a nice features to generate report. Cucumber.io has developed a free cloud-based service for sharing report. Cucumber reporting service allows to configure Cucumber to publish result to the cloud, which can be accessed from browser throughout the organization. Cucumber uses reporter plugin to produce report that contain information about the scenario pass. So you could see the pretty report. We already used as of now, right? Pretty. That is run on class. So what is pretty? Right? Plugin equal to pretty. So the first plugin is pretty. This provides more verbose output. To implement this, you need to just specify plugin equal to pretty. So in case you are not using plugin equal to pretty, okay. So just I'll be simply cutting my code, line of code, okay. And you just try to save and you just try to run it, and let's see what's happening. Right? You could see exactly it is not giving some all the information, right? How scenario passed, fail, all this stuff. Okay, you can use. So that is the reason better to use it. Okay, in case you are not using monochrome equal to true also, so that might also create some problem. Okay, you are not able to verbose, all this stuff will not be able to do. You could see it, all this thing is coming here, right? That is not the incorrect format, all this stuff, right? So that is the problem might be coming. So we should always use these two part. So monochrome equal to true. Monochrome mode reporting, if the monochrome option is set false, then the console output is not as readable as it should be. In case monochrome is not defined cucumber option, it will take the false by default. You need to use monochrome equal to true. Then you can use, you can generate HTML report, JSON report, and XML report. So JUnit report is nothing but similar way HTML report only. So generate custom report in different format. You need to add this part. Like after the plugin equal to pretty, and you need to change it to double bracket instead of first bracket. HTML format, where you can generate this to target folder. HTML have a report or report.html. Similarly, JSON report you can also report generate in the target folder. That is the folder name. That is the report name. And also XML report you can generate in the target folder, right? Where you type will be JUnit, and this is the report.html. So simply what I will do, I will copy this part. First I will go here and I will change it, right, plugin with second bracket. First bracket will not work because in case it is having multiple things. Okay, so I will be giving comma here. So different kind of report I want to generate. So for the HTML report, this is the structure. Type will be HTML, extension will be .html, and you can generate any folder. So I want to generate the target folder. So I think some problem here with the double quote. Error message gone, then I can give the comma and I can go with the JSON report. So I'll manually give the double quote, and also I can create another report called XML report. So at the same time you can generate all the report. GUnit report is similar to HTML report only. Here, and now it's saved. Now you can run your execution. So right, you can change your tags part, even disable it. I want to execute all my test cases, right? So that is fine, you can remove the tag. So it will execute all your test cases. Total 6 test cases executed, you could see here. 3 like that. Now if you go to your project and simply now refresh your project, right, you could see the target folder, and here this is the folder is getting generated, HTML-report, right? That is the folder, JSON report, this is the folder getting generated. Now if you open here HTML-report, right click here, open with web browser, it will give you some report. Okay, you could see Windows 11, right? This is my Java version, 64-bit machine. This is the version of the Cucumber JVM I have used. 100% executed 6 test cases first. As is the 29 second ago, and total number of times spent. Right? If you expand it, right, you could able to see different feature. What are the tag available for each of the feature? Right? Is case scenario, outline scenario, all this stuff. Better kind of report is generating. HTML format is still look good. Okay. Any error, you can also get it. Okay. So next one is the JSON report. So you can go here, you can just right click the JSON folder, and you can open with any kind of text editor. So it will be giving you some JSON format. Okay, so you can copy it, and you can go here, JSON formatter.org. Okay, you can keep that one. You could see it is converting, it is right able to generate something. So that is the way you can validate how many number of lines executed, pass, steps, all this stuff. Okay, otherwise that will not be readable, right? Okay, convert it with the help of the JSON formatter.org. Then next one is the XML report. So you can right click here, you can open with like JUnit view, or maybe so it will also give you that kind of report, right, to see. Okay, so that is the way, right, you can generate report. But yeah, whatever requirement your customer or your organization, then you can share the report. But still it is not giving the complete features, right? So I would require one better report, which can be extend report. That is the better report is the market called extend report. Okay, so I can create the extend report. Okay, so I need to create a properties file. So let's go here first. So in the couple of report you already gone through, you already learned how to generate HTML, JSON, XML unit format. However, the report might not be appropriate sometime to share with respective stakeholder, as demand is complete exhaustive report with proper graphs, pie chart, and more granular details. So Extend Report is a powerful open source library used in testing automation framework for generating beautiful and user-friendly HTML report. It allows the user to customize the report template by using custom CSS, JSON, or XML. It can integrate with almost all the major testing framework like JUnit, TestNG, etc. Extend report are HTML-based documents that can carry detailed information about the test executed, along with custom log, screenshot, and use a pie chart to represent an overview of the test. So extend report cannot directly integrate with Cucumber framework. However, in case user want to generate extend report for their Cucumber features, user will need to use some adapter plugin. Additionally, this plugin will allow the extend report to recognize and capture scenario and the features present in the framework. It is where the Grasshopper Cucumber adapter plugin come into the picture. This plugin is built on the top of the extend report and allows user to quickly generate extend report for their Cucumber framework. Moreover, this plugin helps in reducing the pain of implementing the reporting in user framework. So what you need to do? You need to use Grasshopper extend report adapter plugin to the Maven project, and also you need to add extend report library to the project, right? So you can go with the maven repository.com and you need to type extend report wherever maven repository.com is there. Extend reports, as and when you are searching, it's already mentioned, you don't need to worry. You need to select extend report Cucumber 7 adapter. Extend report Cucumber 7 adapter. Okay, you can go with any version, so I'll be going with that one. Let's see. Maybe whatever, in case it's not using, I will see that all the challenges. So I need to go in the pom.xml file. I need to add all this dependency now under the dependencies. That is the one dependency for the extend report. Then other you need to use called extend pdf hyphen report, right? You need to search with extend pdf hyphen report exactly, otherwise it will not allow. Extend pdf hyphen report, you have to type here and it will give you the option called extend pdf report. Yeah, and you can go with any person, right? I will go with that first. I will copy it and I will paste it here also. I will paste it here, save it so that it will be saved. Now I need to create a properties file in the src test java folder. Okay, so in the same folder wherever your features, runner, class, table reference is there, you need to create a properties file. Right click here, new, and then file. You can give any name. Maybe I will be giving name called extend dot properties. It's properties file. Okay, we need to create a properties file, right? Name extend dot properties in the same folder where feature file are located. I need to add these two line of code. Extend dot report as spark stat equal to true, extend dot report as spark dot out equal to target, because that folder I want to generate the report, automation report dot html. So I'll be going here. Everything is written. No need to worry about anything. Simply you can go here. You can just add these two lines. Here, press save it. Now you need to go to the plugin, and that also you need to add it in the plugin, right after pretty. Okay, so I'll be going here in the test runner class, and here I can give it. Maybe there are the report also it can have, not be a problem. So I can give some comma. You can save it. Now just let's try to execute your test case, and now you can give the tag also. That not be a problem, so that you could understand based on the tag how the execution is happening. Now right click again, unit test. So 5 test cases will be executed, right? Maybe 3 test cases executed based on the tag integration of the smoke. Now I can go to the project explorer. I can select here. I can refresh. Okay, and you could see here now in the target folder, right? Wherever path is given, extend dot properties is the target folder. Automation report hyphen html that is getting generated. Now you right click here, go open with a browser. It is generating some report, right? You can just one more time. You could able to see 3 scenario got executed, right? All the details you are getting it here. And if you want to do it, you can do it, right? Like that. And you could see what is the start time, end type, what is the test ID, what is the status of the here. And now you can click here, you can able to see based on the tag name how many things executed, right? Which tag is mapping with how many test cases, what is the exact test cases name, what is the feature name, right? What is the steps, all this stuff. And you can click here, it will give you the some sort of better report, right? There is no failure. That is the pie chart. You can share with anyone. So that report path you can simply give it, or you can place it in somewhere, right? So they can open it. So that is the way it is giving better report. The features first failed, right? How, what is the time, how many features first, how many scenario first, how many step first, what is the thing based on the tag characteristics, right? Tag name also, what is the percentage criteria, that is the thing you can get it. But next problem is, suppose say tomorrow instead of integration, I can give the other thing called regression. So definitely it will execute now, I think maybe 5 test cases, right? So what happen, it will replace your existing automation report.html folder, right? Now if you again open it right after refreshing your project, so instead of 3 it will be 5 now. Okay, because same time it is getting replaced. So you cannot have all your information, right? In case you are running for 10 times, you are not having all the information. Okay, So you could see now total features first 2 based on the thing. Okay, and based on the tag, all this stuff. So you are not getting the latest one. Okay, so every time it will be replaced. That folder is getting replaced, just like the JSON and other report. So what you do, I need to back up all my report, right, in case it's replaced. As of now, you have learned, right, how user can generate extend report in the Cucumber JUnit. In case of multiple time execution, it will keep on overriding the previous report once the new report creates. Usually, user need to maintain the backup of all the reports generated from previous test. Hence, user need to save each report with different report name or the folder name. So with the extend reporter plugin adapter, it's pretty easy to create report in different folder name as well. User need to add two settings to their extend or properties file, base folder.name and base folder.design datetime pattern. That is the pattern. I want to create target folder extend report, that is the folder, and I want to go with date, month, year, hour, minute, second. So the second will be unique always, right? So that it will generate different folders, and that part I can take it. So what I will be doing, I will be copy these two line additionally. You no need to search anything, you simply go to the right extender properties file and you can add these two line here, just append it, save it. Now let's try to run it. So it will be generating. Now if you refresh your project, you could see now that folder got generated 4th June 23 8:35:47, right? Now you can go to the target folder, you can, so that every time if you run it, every new folder will be generated, so that it will not be override, so that you can have the report. Yeah, okay, so it is generating the thing. So that is the way, right, you can generate the beautiful report. Okay, any questions, guys? Is it clear? Yes. Yeah, sure. Hmm. Yeah, that can be possible, but yeah, might be other integration might be there, but here from the whenever you be integrating to the Jira, right, definitely you will be updating your test result, you will mapping your test cases, right? So that is the different story in integration of the Jira part. But again, like same report might be, the same result can be appended to the test cases whenever it will be executing. So that integration you would require to do, so that that report might be added to your project, added to your test cases even in the Jira. Okay. So the last thing I'll discuss here. So as of now, we already added the step difference, but we did not added any step, right? So what we need to do? Also, we need to integrate Selenium, right? So what we need to do? We need to add the Selenium related dependency also to the project in the pom.xml file. So you can simply search here, right? Selenium Java dependency in the maven repository folder, and you can add that dependency Selenium Java. That any version you can take it, whatever version you wish to do, 3, 4, right? Anything you can do it. Similarly, add it. So I already had the project created, another project, Cucumber training session. So similar way, it is already there, right? I am having multiple features file, multiple runner class, report generated, and if you go to the steps, so suppose this is my one feature, right? Facebook feature. I want to do it in a different way, right? I want to check, right, the different example, different tag, and now if I go to the steps, so Facebook home pages, right, I already added the steps. So what I did, I have defined the public static web driver, so that that driver will be defining public static, so that it can be across anywhere, it can be accessed. And I have used this before and after hooks, right? So before hook, I have tried to set up my properties for the Chrome driver. You already see before test, after test only, right? Before method, after method, whatever you have learned in the test engine, and after every time I want to close the driver. Then my step is Facebook page should home page should open. So I have used driver.get. So as of now, whatever you have learned in the Selenium, nothing new. Okay, that step I am simply associating here, and then I am entering something, right, as my in the pass of, in the form of password and username. So I am using identifying email ID field, and I am entering the value, and I am identifying the login field. I am clicking on the password. So in case you are giving unsuccessful, right? In case you are giving something, anything like that, in case you are giving for login, so what it will be do, it will be you are getting something error message. That error also need to validate. So what you can do, you can inspect it, you can create a XPath. So you could see the next step, right? Your login should be unsuccessful. So what is my expected error? That is my expected error will be coming, I know, right? Find your account login, or maybe your email address or password number entered connected, right? Find your login. So then the actual error I am trying to create XPath and I am using the get text. Then I am using an assert, assert equal. So in case it is matching, my test case will pass. Okay. So that is the way I can try to run it. So with the help of the runner class, if you try to run it, right, it will be giving you the pass result. So those are the different steps. You need to simply add it as part of your step definition. So it is, you could see the execution also happening. It is not only the your thing, it is also executing, right? And it is fast. Again try to run it. So based on the step also it will UI navigation also will be happen. Okay, UI navigation also happening and pass. Now in case suppose say my your expectation is changed, so instead of email you can mention 1, so it will not match, right? So now if you run it from the test runner class, so you could able to see that it will fail here. It will fail because your execution will be done and your expected result in the text part it will not match in the real time. You could see the error message came here also, right? If you click here, copy trace, you can simply paste in the notepad, right? You can able to see what is the problem, right? You could see the expected was that part, actual was not that one, it's email address. Now you can go here, right? You can refresh your project. If you go to the target folder, so latest thing will be generated, right? 12/17, I think 4 2 3 4th June, that is the latest, right? Report. Yeah, you should fail. Also in the failed also you could able to see what it is failing, right? Expected was that, actual was that. If you go here, you could see the Java exception failure, that one more exception will be triggered. That particular thing will be coming in the extend report for failure. Why it is failure? That is coming exact part, and tag also coming, and here also it is coming failure positive. Two step, one pass, one failed, so you could able to get the desired result. But feature level it's failed and scenario level it's failed. So that is the way, right? You can also, right, or add all the relevant step for your test case. So I will just before taking any further questions, I will repeat it once more time, then I will take it for any questions. So BDD is nothing but the behavior driven development. So unlike the like keyword driven hybrid or the driven framework, every all the stakeholder who is working for the project, BA, like development team, product owner, scrum master, everyone can involve in the BDD framework. That is the beautifulness of the behavior driven framework. So first you will describe the behavior, write your step, run and fail, write the step, write code to make the tests pass and run the run and pass. So here you are shifting from thinking in test to thinking in the behavior. So Cucumber is a tool which like based on the behavior driven development. It uses plain simple and language called Jarkin language. So first you will be creating your so you would require Java to be installed. You need to map the Java home path and the path variable. You need to install the Eclipse. After the Eclipse is installed, you need to install Cucumber in the Eclipse as well. Then you need to create a Maven project. You need to give the that artifact ID and other ID, right? So one will be your organization specifier, other will be the project ID. Then you need to add, go to the mavenrepository.com and you need to add the 5 different dependency: Cucumber Java, Cucumber Core, Cucumber JUnit, Cucumber Brico Container, Cucumber Charkin from the IO package, IO.cucumber package. And then you'll be first go to the SRC test Java folder. You'll be creating packages for step, feature, and the runner class. Then you'll be creating features file, right? Then you'll be adding the steps associated, and in the step definition you can add your relevant step for Selenium as well after downloading the after adding the dependency for the Selenium Java as well. Then you can create a runner class, so through which you can run n number of scenario at the same time. Background is nothing in case you are having a single pictures file and a single picture under which multiple scenario is there, but some of the precondition step is common, you can use add them in the background. In case you want to go with the data driven approach, same scenario you need to execute it again and again and again multiple number of times, so you can only use scenario outline and you can use the examples where you can add all your right test data accordingly. First will be considered as a header and the remaining rows will be considered as the number of iteration value. Tag, in case you want to differentiate the test cases with the different variety of the test type or the other way, right? Whoever is assigned or the defect, all this stuff, requirement stability, all this stuff, you can right use the tag, and then based on the tag you can execute it, and also you can exclude the tag, right? You can use an operation on the while running the from the runner class using tags. And hooks are nothing but the pre-condition and the post-condition generic way. You can use the hook, and you can also go with the tagged hooks. It will be mapped with the tag. In case you are having multiple hooks, you can set the priority of the hooks, like so for the before it will be executed from the 0 to 1, and for the after it will be from the top to bottom, like low higher to lower, right? For any execution reporting will be required, so you can cucumber, right? The option called plugin equal to pretty, monochrome equal to 2. Also you can generate HTML, JSON, XML and JUnit report, but that the report might not be good always, so you can go with the extend report. So you need to create like extend.properties file. You need to add the couple of code here, right? And you need to add the extend report cucumber 7 adapter and extend pdf report dependency in the permanent xml file, and you need to add this line of code into the plugin, and after that you can generate report, but that might be replaced every time, so you can create your own folder and based on the date time and hour minute second, so that you can generate unique report always, so that way, right, you can right try to create a framework completely from the scratch using bdd and cucumber. So that's all from today's session, guys. Thank you.